Very good evening, everyone. And now we are starting with the third chapter of legal aspect of business. In the first chapter, we have seen what is Indian Contract Act of 1872. Second chapter, we have dealt with the concept of Sale of Goods Act 1930, and now we are starting with the third chapter, which is called as an the Negotiable Instrument Act of 1881. So here, in this case, same from the British era, the Negotiable Instrument Act has been adopted, and this is applicable same from the British rule in the Indian perspectives also. And after the amendment or after the provision that has been made in the Indian Parliament or Constitution, it was called as the Negotiable Instrument Act of India of 1881. Further, various amendments as and when it has been required, it has been included, and it includes RBI Act and Indian Paper Currency Act. So both the two acts, that is RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India Act of 1934, and the Indian Paper Currency Act, which specifically deals with the printing of currency notes in the Indian economy of 1871, is into acceptance. Earlier, both these acts was all the three acts was been combined together, but later on, as we have moved toward the independence era, all the three acts has been passed separately. So initially, we were having only one act, that is Negotiable Instrument Act, which was containing two different acts, that is 1934 of RBI and 1871 of Indian paper currency. But later on, it got divided and it got separated. Now, what is mean by negotiable instrument? A negotiable instrument means a promissory note, bill of exchange, or check payable either to the order or to the bearer. So, Section 13(1) of the NIA, which stands for Negotiable Instrument Act 1881, specifically deals with what is meant by a negotiable instrument. Now, this particular definition is specifically provided in the law itself, wherein it deals with only three perspectives. And what are those three perspectives? That is, first is the promissory note, second is the bill of exchange, and third is the check that you use daily in your banking activity for banking transactions purpose. Check. Now here further another word is payable either to or to the bearer. So now whenever we say negotiable instrument is into existence, always a particular party will be making a certain sum of payment, and this particular payment will be transferred from one party to another party. Yeah? And that particular instrument that you are using, instrument means a particular document or a particular mode that you are using for making a payment. That particular mode will be available either to the respective person or it may be transferred by some another person. So in this case, we can say either to order or to the bearer. So for example, you have drafted a particular check. Now this particular check may be payable to a certain person. That is, whenever you are paying your fees, then you specifically mention the name of the institute, that is Sinhagad Institutes, or the name of institute, that is Srimati Kashyapanoli College of Engineering. Or in case you can prepare a bearer check also, and accordingly the bearer check can be given from one person to another person, and hence it can be transferred. Now, basic features or characteristics of negotiable instrument, that is transferable document which is always printed or in a written format. Earlier, what we were looking for, that in terms of ICA, that is Indian Contract Act, then everything must be in a written, or either it can be in an oral format also, and oral contracts are also validated. It can be also considered as a legal tender. But in case of a negotiable instrument, always each and every instrument must be in a transferable form, and that particular transferable form or a document that you are preparing for must always be printed, and that particular printed may be either in a written form. So anything, whatever is made applicable, you have to bring it on paper. If the oral conditions, oral terms, or oral agreement between the parties is not accepted in terms of NIA, that is Negotiable Instrument Act. The holder which entitles for the receipt of money gives right to him to transfer same by the mere delivery or endorsement. Now here further you will get a certain term or terminology called as what is meant by delivery and what is meant by endorsement. Delivery, we have already dealt with, or we have studied what is meaning of delivery in terms of Sale of Goods Act. So delivery means actually transfer of possession or transfer of ownership from one person to another person. And when the transfer of possession, transfer of ownerships of the goods and services is been undertaken, that is the goods are physically transferred from the seller to the buyer, then we call that particular activity as a part of a delivery. But in case of negotiable instrument, what is meant by delivery? The here delivery means actual transfer of a document which is always in a printed or a written format, and that particular document is having a monetary value. So whether you are preparing either a promissory note, whether you are preparing either bill of exchange, or you are preparing the check must have a monetary value and it must get associated with a mere delivery perspective. Delivery perspective, that is the person who is preparing that check must transfer or must hand over that particular instrument to some another person. Another perspective here at this stage is the endorsement. Now, endorsement is a particular concern wherein by just signing a particular document, the particular rights, authorities of a particular person can be transferred from one person to another person. And for transfer of rights, authorities, and liabilities of one person to another person, what do you have to do? You have to just mere sign on that particular document, either on the face of the document or at the back side of the document. So usually what do we do whenever we want to endorse a particular check? We sign on the backside of that particular check, and accordingly it gets endorsed, which means it gets transferred from one person to another person. It is only possible only if it is a bearer check, and for an now these particular rules or regulations are applicable from 1881, 1934, 1872, 1920, and so on. That is that scenario. But in today's scenario, what happened? There is no endorsement into existence, and only the Reserve Bank of India or the central government has made a certain perspective with respect to limitations of a particular endorsement. Now a check cannot be endorsed, or the promissory note or bill of exchange can be endorsed very effectively, but the check cannot be endorsed. Why? Because every person, or as a particular seller or as a particular buyer, what do? We specifically cross a particular check, and accordingly it gets deposited into the account of respective individual. And when a particular check has been crossed, accordingly at this stage a certain law or limitation has been created in terms of NIA, and accordingly the check cannot be endorsed. Transfer of delivery, yes, there is a positive transfer of delivery, and that particular delivery is from the person who is preparing the instrument to the person who is recipient or beneficiary of that particular instrument. Now recipient in the sense, now take an example, that is Mr. Dada and Mr. Soham. Now if a particular check has been drawn by Mr. Dada to Mr. Soham, then accordingly, and this particular check is handed over to Mr. Sanket. So in this case, what happened? It is just a delivery purpose, that is Mr. Dada is handing over check to Mr. Sanket, and Mr. Sanket is giving this check to Mr. Soham. So in this case, who is the beneficiary? Ultimately, the end user or the end beneficiary of this particular check is Mr. Soham, and just the mere delivery of these goods or this particular instrument is given to Mr. Sanket. So in this case, we can say that the goods are being that is the instrument is just transferred, and it is transferred only for a delivery purpose. So here, in this case, Mr. Sanket will not be having any liability, any rights, any authority over that particular document. But unless and until Mr. Soham receives that particular instrument or a certain document, he will also not have any right, authority, or liability over that document. Now, the meaning or the definition of negotiable. When negotiable instrument is transferred to any person so as to make holder or the person in possession of that instrument, the document is said to be negotiated. Now, negotiation means in terms of the legal provisions or in terms of financial measures, which means that you are transferring the document from one person to another person. That is, if a particular check, promissory note, or bill of exchange has been drawn, and if it has been transferred from one person to another person to make a certain sense or to make a certain knowledge that the particular person will get the payment of that particular document, then accordingly we can say that the document or the particular instrument is negotiated. Definition of endorsement: when holder signs on the face or back of that particular such purpose, the negotiation is called as an endorsement. So here, the older scenario, that is before pre-independence era, specifically mentions about negotiation or an endorsement as a major perspective. So if the particular person who has prepared the instrument or the person who has received that particular instrument, if he's signing on the either the front side or the back side of that particular instrument, and it has been transferred to some another person, so the recipient, that is the third party or the fourth party or the 10th party who is receiving that particular instrument, this particular process is called as an endorsement as a major perspective. Now let's understand, or let's look at the features of Negotiable Instrument Act or features of negotiable instrument. First thing, it is freely transferable, that is right of ownership. So you can transfer the negotiable instrument for several number of people for several number of types or times also. So if you feel that you have received a check and accordingly you want to transfer that particular check, you want to send this particular, you want to give this particular check to 10 number of people, then accordingly it can be transferred to 10 number of people also, and accordingly multiple or n number of transfers can be undertaken for a negotiable instrument. Now in this case, what happened? Always whenever instrument is being transferred from one person to another person, the right or the ownership of using those particular instrument also gets transferred from the recipient, that is the person who has received the instrument, to the new person who has received those instruments. So from initially from a particular buyer to a particular seller, from a seller to a third party, from third party to the fourth party, and so on. So in this way, a negotiable instrument is always freely transferable from one person to another person. Defect in title. Now here, in this case, whenever we are dealing with the concept of sale of goods act, we were having a certain motive of identification of title over the goods. Now title means specifically the ownership rights for using that particular instrument. Now whenever I say that I have account in State Bank of India or I have account with Axis Bank, then what do I mean to say? That this particular account is being owned by me and it is on my name. That is the specific account in SBI, that is having a 15-digit account number, is in the title or is in the ownership of this particular person. And when I prepare a particular check of this particular bank and accordingly I give it to some another person, then accordingly I am relieving my liability. I am giving a certain amount to a certain person, and accordingly my liability gets transferred to some another person. Now, in this case, if a particular account is been of a fake nature, that is, I have prepared a fake check and accordingly a fake check is given to some another person, then accordingly what happened, the feature, that is the title of that, if my insert title is defective, then accordingly I am transferring or I am sending a defective title to the second person or the third person also. So proper identification of the title of that particular instrument also need to be there, and then only the instrument can be treated as a real or genuine instrument. What are the various remedies available, that is can sue upon instrument in its own name. So remedies available with respect to the features of a negotiable instrument is, if any person, if any at any stage you feel that you have been got cheated or a certain fraudulent activity has been undertaken with respect to the negotiable instrument, then accordingly you can go to the court of law and the respective person who has prepared that instrument can be sued, and accordingly either you can claim the compensation in terms of the principal amount or the damages, that is principal and interest both can be claimed. Now here, which person you can sue? You can only sue that particular person on whose name or who has drafted or who has prepared that particular instrument. If any third party has prepared the particular instrument and the name of some another person has been mentioned, then accordingly you cannot sue the third party or XYZ or any other unrelated party to that particular instrument. So in the earlier case, if Mr. Dada is preparing instrument and drawing a particular instrument and giving to Mr. Soham, then accordingly Mr. Soham can sue Mr. Dada only and not any other person at this stage. So here we have to identify the remedies available at which place and at which point of time. Rights are not affected by the defenses. So here a particular right gets transferred from one person to another person, and whenever we say that a particular right is been getting transferred, the right for use of the goods and services or the commodities in full is always transferred. That is, whenever I say I have given a check or I have given a promissory note, I have given a bill of exchange to XYZ person, then accordingly I am ready to shoulder my responsibility and I want to pay a certain sum of money to that particular person. So in this case, we have to be very clear, we have to be very sure about what amount of quantity or what amount of terms and payments we are making, and how a payment to the interested party will be undertaken by the specific period or point of time. So in this case, every stage we have to identify about what are the various concerns with respect to those situations and how a payment to the respective parties can be made. Payable to the order or payable to the bearer. So here in this case, a particular negotiable instrument wherever you are looking for, it can be paid to a specific person, that is to whom it has been ordered, or to it can be the payment can be made to a bearer person also. So for example, if you have prepared a particular check on that, and on that particular check you have specifically mentioned the name as pay to Mr. Sanket Charkha and so on. So accordingly, the payment will be specifically given to Mr. Sanket Charkha, and if it is a cross check, it will be deposited into my account only, and I'll not get the cash payment also. Another second situation, now if the particular situation arises when the check is not crossed, and accordingly it is called as a bearer check. So what do I do if I need to make a payment to some another, that is a third person? Then accordingly I can sign on that particular face of that particular instrument or the back of the instrument, and it can be get endorsed or it can be negotiated from one person to another person also. So in this case, every stage we can identify who is the real owner of that particular instrument and how it can be transferred from one person to another person. Next thing is the endorsement with respect to the perspectives of the buyer, the bearer. So a particular bearer who has received that for several number of times also.
Sir, you are not audible. Sir, hello, sir.
अगं आरती सरनं होल्डवर ठेवलाय, थोडा दम का.
कॉल आलाय का सरांना?
मला सांगितलं सर.
तू घरी का रे? डी
नाही ॲट
पुणे.
मंगळवेढा.
You are not audible. D.
Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. I got a phone call and it got disturbed. Okay. Moving back. Payable to bearer or payable to the order. Now payment, now a particular negotiable instrument that has been prepared or that which has been created, the payment for the negotiable instrument can be done by a single person or it can be done by several number of parties or several number of people also. The simple example for this particular concern is a particular account that you are opening in a bank. Now, whenever we have a particular open account, then a particular account may be opened by an individual or a single person. That is, Mr. Sanket Charka can have an individual account, or I can open a joint account with my family member, that is my father, mother, or some other people, or my partners or business partners also. So in this case, if you are having a certain business, then there may be several parties or several persons accordingly, and accordingly a particular individual person can also have a respective account. In terms of payment, that is whenever we are saying of a drafting of instrument, there may be a different parties, and accordingly in terms of payment also, the payment can be made to a joint parties or several parties also. That is, you can draw a particular check to a single person, or you can pay a certain check to several different parties also. So now this check is not possible for making a payment to different parties, but in case of a promissory note on bill of exchange, you can prepare several or different types of instruments for making a payments also. So different types of account, different type of instrument can be drawn, and accordingly the payment to different parties can also be undertaken. Consideration, always it is presumed. Now what is the consideration? That is a certain value. So always it has been presumed that that the consideration, that the negotiable instrument that you are preparing, that you are drafting, will be having a certain value, and based on that particular value, the amount will be paid to the respective interested party. So at every stage we have to identify a contract cannot be treated as a perfectly valid. Huh?
आलोय म्हणलं इथं.
आकाशचं आहे ना, कोणाचं आहे? कोण जॉईन? कसलं काय? MPSC आली ना 14 तारीख, कराड. मागच्या वेळेस सातारा होता, आता कराड आलं, असं झालं. एक्झाम झाली का तुमची? पोस्टपोन केली ना रातोरात. आता देतो ना. सोपं जसं काय होऊन जाईल. मायग्रेशन नाही काहीतरी कुठलं तरी सर्टिफिकेट आहे व्हॅलिड. लेक्चर चालू आहे. MBA हो फर्स्ट इयरच चालू आहे. शिकवतोय देतोय लेक्चर. बोला हा नाही जस्ट 2 minutes.
Okay, sir.
नाही MBA चं ऍडमिशन आता CET येईल साधारण एप्रिल किंवा मार्च मध्ये नाही एप्रिल मध्ये येईल. सो ते रजिस्ट्रेशन सुरू झाल्यानंतर जून मध्ये CET घेतील प्रेफरेबली असं विचार आहे. ऍडमिशन ऑगस्ट आणि 1 सप्टेंबरला फर्स्ट इयर सुरू करायचं आहे ना परत, म्हणून मग ऑगस्ट मध्ये पूर्ण ऍडमिशन होतील.
आता काय गव्हर्नमेंट कॉलेज कुठे आहे?
काय
गव्हर्नमेंट कॉलेज गव्हर्नमेंट सातारा
MBA
गव्हर्नमेंटची जाहिरात आली असं नाही केलं नाही ना कोणती
MPSC ची एक्झाम आहे ना 14 तारखेला.
तारखेला.
हा 14 तारखेला आहे ना ती. आधी पोस्टपोन झाली होती आता परत शेड्यूल झाली. सगळे हुशार आहेत. ही बॅच करत हो MBA पूर्ण फुल झालं जागाच नाही. म्हणजे नंतर सुद्धा एक 8-10 दिवस पर्यंत फोन येत होते वेकन्सी आहे का नाहीच कुठे कसं राहणार. इव्हन लोणावळा तिकडे सुद्धा 55 ऍडमिशन झाले. 1,92,95,000 फी आहे. भरपूर. तुमचं काय 5:15च ना? उद्या आहे ना मीटिंग? Let it be now. It has got disturbed. We'll end up today. I'll post the link of attendance. Hello?
Lecture finished, sir. Finished. Okay.
Only 15 minutes. Okay. Tomorrow we'll take more.
Okay. But we have 15 minutes.
Saturday,
sir.
is it comfortable for you if we are organized?
No, sir.
Okay.
Hello?
No, sir.
No,
We have more assignments.
No. We can conduct
Yes, sir.
lectures on Saturday also.
1 hour.
I can schedule.
Yeah. 1 hour is okay. Yeah, sir. 1 तास चालेल ना.
Okay, then I'll speak with sir and we'll schedule the lectures on Saturdays also. 9 to 5, okay? Or 10 to 4.
No, sir,
Sir,
please.
9 to not 5, just 12, I think. Yeah.
10 to 3.
No, sir, please, sir. No, sir, please.
अरे
फक्त 2 तास 2 किंवा 3 तास घ्या.
students must be desperate for learning.
No, sir.
lecture घ्या मला
Desperate, sir.
आणि ते नाही म्हणताय.
Sir, because no, a lot of burden of that assignments and case studies, so forth.